Hey, you. Well, I'm not on StreamYard today, but I'll probably get on there later on in a couple of hours. Hey, tell me if y'all can hear me because I don't see my microphone moving. Hold on, let me see. Can y'all hear me? Hopefully, y'all can. Okay, tell me if y'all can hear me in the chat. Y'all coming in here quick. Okay, so as you can see from the title, how to avoid stimulus scams. So let me tell you the reason why I decided to talk about it because let me see. For the last couple of nights, I was, just chilling, laying in bed, looking at YouTube, and somehow or another, I came across this channel. It was like a YouTube channel for some company, not company, community up there in Florida. I want to say it was Sarasota or not Tampa, but wherever it is, put it this way, it was in Florida. And it was like a local news outlet that was speaking about um, they had arrested like several people in this operation. Now, let me tell you, I knew every time there's any type of government funding program, it's never going to be 100% proof that everything will go fine. Somebody will always find a way to cheat the system. Even people here on YouTube that speaks about, makes YouTube videos about the stimulus and trying to do a master class and try to, do some type of operation where they help people file for the stimulus. And let me tell you, if you come across individuals who claim they'll help you get the stimulus and vice versa, you better be aware, because let me tell you, a lot of identity theft has occurred from people obtaining the stimulus and the PPP loans, particularly the PPP loans. So let me tell you about this one particular video. It's based up in Florida. I want to say Sarasota, but wherever it is, let me tell you, I already knew they were black because they were just too giddy about it. I was like, oh my God. I said, please don't let it be black. But lo and behold, they were, I should have known how they, I'm not going to say that they accuse people because they're innocent, because truly it was fraud. And let me tell you, how could you be so stupid? Because let me tell you, um, first of all, they started some company. I don't even remember the name. It don't make a difference. And what these um, group of people did, they had the mastermind behind it. They had went out there and said that they'll help people get the stimulus check, and once they get the stimulus, they just get a percentage of the check. And what they did was that they was getting people's information. People didn't have no business. First of all, they didn't even have a business. They had some kind of consulting business, and how they so stupid, how they got caught was everything you do in your computer has an IP address. So they had processed um, several, not I'm not talking about 5 or 10 people, applications. They did like thousands of applications, and somehow or another they had end up getting like what was it? At least over, I won't even say 1 million, but it was like several tens of thousands of dollars. And they were getting people saying, "Oh, I can help you get a business." They didn't have no business. They just made up a LLC, falsified documents, making income that never existed. And then they turned around and processed it on a computer. Not only they did, so everything was filtering through their computer, and they was processing all these PPP loans. And not only were they like I said, they were charging fees or taking money from the top. So they'll get the they say, "Oh, before you get your stimulus check, we get a percentage, of it." Charging people to do PPP applications, making up company names. They made up a company. They weren't even an LLC. They started up a consulting firm. And I'm not even gonna say lured people. It was them. It was this one chick plus several other people were in it. The IP address. It's so funny. You know what? I'm gonna come on here later on and do the StreamYard so I can actually play that particular video I watched so y'all can see it, because y'all just have to see it just to hear it. So they had all these people from this particular police department. They was in conjunction with the FBI and all these different federal agencies. It was a task force of stimulus fraud that's being developed all across the country. And I'm not talking about people who were like, getting millions and millions and millions of dollars fraudulently from the stimulus. I'm not, even if you got like $10,000 or whatever amount, they always have a check and balance when they give you that money. And that's why they ask that people were to, sign a 4506T so they can review your transcript. So they review your transcript, they're going to go back with your tax return and see that did you file Schedule C. You don't have to be an LLC to get that PPP loan or a stimulus. You just, because it did qualify, a lot of people who qualified for it who were like independent contractors, whether you do Uber, Lyft, or whatever, 1099, and you qualify for a stimulus, but you have to do it the right way. And number two, you don't go through anyone to pay you, to do the stimulus. You can have somebody help you do it, but in terms of paying someone to do it, Now, if somebody choose to cut you off a little bit or something for like a service, not doing the stimulus application, but there's a way that you do it about checking, You don't just start fake businesses, LLCs, and you never did nothing in 2019 to get a stimulus, and you just simply filing a stimulus saying one person who was trying to get this PPP loan said they had an event planning business, made up numbers, made up figures, made up, and it was like this one IP address. It was all traced to this one particular person. It was like thousands and thousands and thousands of applications were being processed. Let me tell you, if you lose that stuff on that computer, it'll get you in trouble. If you think you could be a troll and make up these long ass speeches, like a couple years ago, people want to write me a book. I've been following you for years, and you've been calling people this and that, blah blah blah, and you writing some long ass book. That IP address in your computer could trace exactly who you are. That's why you don't just come up here and just, bully people or make up, you want to write a book. I've been following, harassing or making despairing comments or whatever the case may be. Because let me tell you, in some states, it's illegal. Bullying, harassment, threatening sort of comments, or whatever the case may be. All you got to do is contact law enforcement, and they'll turn around and they can find exactly who it is. You could hide behind it. You could be a troll, and thinking you don't got to show your face, and thinking you just not gonna, not gonna get caught. Let me tell you, this is how these people are getting caught with this PPP loans scams and stimulus checks, stealing people's identity. The IRS already had problems with identity theft or fraudulent tax return being filed, even when I was working there. And most of it always occurred in Florida. Not to say that Florida is a crooked state, but most of it occurred in Florida. And and let me tell you, they cracking down. It ain't just Florida, all across the country, And like I said, everything that's being done fraudulently for this PPP loan, when you get anything in a text message saying, oh, we can help you get a PPP. No, nope. Don't even click on it. Don't even put no email unless it is SBA.gov, SBA.gov. And it comes from, and it's not, and you don't get anything from that. You don't give out your information to people who claim they want to do a master class and say, oh, just click on this link and, for $100 something, we could help you go and get a PPP loan and know how, because it was not that hard. So, like I said, I didn't get the PPP loan. I applied for the grant, ELE. And let me tell you, I had all of my ducks in a row, all of it and all of my information. When they asked me, well, you said you made 12,000, blah, blah, whatever. When I spoke with the person who was supposed to decide or make a decision about approving me for that PPP loan, I told them everything. I said I worked at this company doing food deliveries. I worked this, that, whatever, and I kept everything. Every time I got paid, when I was doing Zifty and I was an independent contractor, Grubhub, Uber, Instacart, whatever I was doing, I kept track of all of my pay on an Excel spreadsheet. I kept it in a folder, and I kept all of that just in case. Say I may not get the 1099 from all the places that I worked at, but I kept track of every little thing that I made, every little expenses. I filed my tax returns, and when they was asking me, oh, would you want the loan? Do you want the loan? I said no, because number one, when they first came out with that PPP loan, it was too many confusion. And I said no, because I may not, be able to pay back the loan in an adequate amount of time. And I didn't want to incur any debt like a loan. I already have student loans and mortgage and, and maybe the credit card, which I try to pay off, but I didn't want to incur and get a loan with a PPP loan. So I didn't do it. And I told a lot of y'all, I'm just going to, apply for the grant. I showed you how the application process worked. And like I said, a lot of fraud that I've been looking at these last couple of days on videos was people taking other people's identity, making false LLCs, and then a lot of times people were making up information, putting it out there on YouTube, and it wasn't even adequate. It wasn't even correct. I was like, no, that's not how it works. Some people want to call themselves, I'm the CEO, CE her, she was one. And I was kind of like, whatever. And that's how I'm telling people, know the difference between, you don't have to know the tax law. You really don't. But just have an understanding of keeping up with your information, asking questions. You know, don't ever let someone tell you something and not able to be explained it to you. Don't give out your personal information based on anytime someone says, "Oh, I could, for a fee, I could tell you how to get $15,000." A lot of stuff you can find for free. SBA.gov. You could go online. You could register to SBA.gov. I get different alerts from SBA and a lot of free, valuable information. If you want to start your business, they got webinars on that. And they also have this, you go to the Federal Trade Commission, FTC.gov, which is the Federal Trade Commission, and you can report like identity theft. You got to keep up with your stuff, credit reports, personal information, because let me tell you, some people were they said PPP and people ran crazy doing that. Making up LLCs and saying they had this business and they ain't made not one nickel, but then you apply for a PPP loan because of what Buki said down the street. And next thing you know, let me tell you, you're gonna be caught up. And boy, I can't wait to. Later on tonight, I'm gonna do the StreamYard and go back and play that video that I found. And what was so disgusting about it was those white folks from different law enforcement, the police department, the FBI, they was up there. Oh, we so proud. Lucky Irish 89. Probably want you to pay in gift cards. Whatever they want you to do. And then they turned around and they were like, these are the suspects. They had their picture all laid out and stuff. I was like, God dang, all of them were us, all of us. And they were so, I don't know. It's just, when they started giving out all this money and giving out all this stimulus and PPP loans, and I just felt that it was a matter of them, they're going to go after whomever. There was it wasn't all black folks that got in trouble. There was some white folks. There's one white guy, he had a roofing company in Florida or Texas, one of those states, probably Texas. Had a roofing company. He got $1.4 million and this and that. And I was like, and I was trying to figure out what did he do, because it didn't sound nothing he did wrong. They did say he used money to pay payroll. He did hire back a lot of the people in the company for the roofing company. But it was something else. He did. I don't know. But anyway, he pled guilty, and he about to get sentenced in June or July. But I didn't figure out what he really did, because they wasn't really so elaborate about it. I was kind of like, Black folks do it. They just tell the whole thing, and then white folks do it. They were, well, he probably, he did do this. They try to make it sound like it was the lawyer that was speaking that. That's what it was. He had a lawyer. So, but he pleaded guilty for fraud because it was something people misused that PPP loan. And now I know when some people got that PPP loan and they say, well, they needed to buy a car or whatever the case may be, but they're paying the loan back, the PPP loan. But there are going to be a lot of checks and balances about it. And all I'm going to say is this, and then I'm going to end the stream, because I'm going to come back probably at 9 o'clock and do StreamYard so I can hear more of your opinions. So Lucky Irish 89, if you're one of my subscribers, go ahead and subscribe. Don't hit the like button. It's 4 of you up. I don't see 2 likes. So my thing is this. When you apply for that PPP loan, ELE, grants, And there's a whole lot of money out there in regards to this Affordable Care Act and stuff. Make sure you understand what you're doing. Make sure you understand what you're getting and what you're signing off on. Don't click on no link that you get in an email or a text message saying about, oh, we see that that you may get a loan, blah. Don't click on stuff like that. Unless it came directly from the SBA.gov and you could actually go and speak with someone on the phone from the SBA, do that. But not no third-party company, not somebody on YouTube talking about they got a master class on how to get the PPP loan, and all you got to do is let us help you get it, and you give a portion of the fee when you get the loan back and all that kind of stuff. Don't do it. They're stealing your information. So I'm gonna come back here about 1 hour. So I see y'all in the next live stream, and come on over, hit like and subscribe, and we'll go ahead and discuss this further. And see you later.